This is your ECC Corner host, Kayan Gottgens. Our topic today is kids on the loose. Being a parent is fun and somewhat challenging, knowing that there are no parenting manuals. It can be difficult for some parents, especially if they do not know what they are doing. However, as Bornstein and Bornstein 2007 concluded, parenting is critical in the lives of young children, and depending on the strategies used, it can yield a negative or positive outcome. This affects social interaction, moral development, and academic achievement. Therefore, Cherry 2019 says it is important to model the kind of behavior you would want to see from your child, as well as encourage them to be independent, which will develop their self-esteem and self-confidence. As teachers, we must know how to assist the parents. Here is a scenario. Miss Erica, me need your help with Britannia and Titania. Them very disrespectful, rude, and them not listen to a word when me say. Them say not spare the rod and spoil the child. But me say, me tired for beat them. Me at me boiling point now. What me for do? What me for do? As a parent, it is imperative to teach your children that disrespectful behavior is not okay. SWAS 2019 suggests that you teach your children to treat others with kindness and to communicate respectfully. It is not advised that you address the children in the heat of the moment. Also, in research, Smith and Moore 2013 concluded that children who are hit may suffer from psychological problems. Therefore, once your child is angry, disappointed, frustrated, or upset, the thinking part of the brain has shut down. Their body is flooded with stress chemicals, and they are not able to hear and process the lessons you are trying to teach. SWASH 2019 further stated that parents hate being disrespected, and as such may retaliate with anger, yelling, punishment, or simply will shut down or give up. It is impossible to treat respect by being disrespectful. Thankfully, there are ways to teach your child to talk about their feelings without being disrespectful, and here is Teacher Erica to tell you just how. The problems you are having with the girls, Miss Brown, are not uncommon, especially for us in Jamaica who grew up with parents who hit first and then ask questions later. No more worries, Miss Brown. I will tell you 4 ways from many researches I have done and one from my own personal experience. First, stay calm. Although it is not easy to be cool when your children are rude, this may feel impossible at first. Meeting them with disrespect sends the wrong message. Instead, model self-care by taking a deep breath and count to 20 before you respond to them. Also, Miss Brown, look at the situation from the children's perspective. At this point, they cannot put into words exactly what they are feeling or thinking. SWARS 2019. Next, you must move away from the spanking, which is the authoritarian parenting style, Maureen 2019, and try to be a more democratic parent, Cherry 2019. This means you will listen to your children, allow them to speak freely, and have discussions with them just as how you are speaking to me. So, Miss Brown, instead of telling your children, if you do not pick up your toys right now, you will not be able to play outside, say, you can play outside as soon as you are finished picking up your toys. Then leave them to consider their decision. Maureen, 2019. Another example Maureen gave Miss Brown is that saying things like, "When you lower your voice and talk calmly, I will answer you," or "I will play with you when you stop being bossy." This teaches your children that polite and kind behavior produces positive results. Miss Brown, Pincus states do not take their rude behavior as an attack on you. It could be that they are frustrated about their lack of independence. Therefore, hold them accountable for any rude behavior. Maybe it is time to allow your children to make more of their own choices and face the consequences, whether good or bad. One effective consequence can be timeout. Maureen, 2009. Brown, Maureen, 2019. Say you can also warn the children what will happen if they do not change their negative behavior. Say to them, "If you do not stop interrupting me when I am on the phone, then you will need to go to your room." This gives your children an opportunity to change their behavior around. Just make sure you are fully prepared to follow through with a negative consequence if they do not comply. I would also like to share my personal experience with you. My daughter at the time was 4, and we were leaving the park, and she threw herself on the ground in a fit, kicking and screaming. I called her calmly and picked her up and kneeled in front of her and gave her a huge hug for about 2 minutes. She stopped crying, and I said to her, "Tell me what is wrong." She explained her situation, and we spoke about it. So sometimes us as parents, Miss Brown, have to sit and listen to our children to find out what is causing them to behave in the manner that they're behaving. And as Swartz 2019 said, it is not an attack on us, so we should not take it as such. Maureen 2019 says, when you are trying to manage unwanted behavior, it is common for children to fluctuate in their response. For example, one day they are polite and kind, and another day they are struggling. Therefore, it is important to be consistent to enable progress over long term, rewarding good behavior, which is postulated by B.F. Skinner, who believes this strengthens repeated action. McLeod, 2018. Goodbye.